The American Athletic Championship game is here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Slasher U. I'm your host, Christian Rao, here with my co-host, Steve Feck, and we're going to break down the American Conference Championship. UCF taking on Tulane. We have two ranked teams, according to the College Football Committee. We have number 18 Tulane at 10-2, with number 22 UCF at 9-3. This should be a fun matchup, Steve. We've seen this game in the past. Was a 38-31 final in the victor of UCF to win that one. That was just about a month ago. So we are really fresh in this game. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw around the same kind of spread. Wonder if Tulane can get it done on this side. What do you think?
Tulane probably is the best turnaround story of the 2022 college football season. They were 2-10 last year. They're 10-2 this year. Admittedly, they had a really bad coughing spell, if you will, when they played UCF. Last time they fell behind, really, really early. But, I mean, this Tulane football team, they're dangerous because I think they can strike. And I'm not, before anybody puts nasty comments in there, I'm not comparing Tulane to Michigan. Okay, that's not, I'm just using it as an analogy. Michigan broke big plays and broke the back of Ohio State. That's the kind of team Tulane has been this year. It comes up with a big play, not necessarily mega yards, but a really big play either on the offensive or defensive side of the ball, and that just breaks the spirit and takes the air out of the stadium if they're on the road. So for me, Tulane is just such a great story. But this is also a UCF team that, under their coach, 2 consecutive non-win seasons. Mm-hmm. I mean, everybody thought, well, UCF's going to just fade back away. They had their self-proclaimed national championship, and now they're going to just fade into the distance. And it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened. I mean, UCF has played such good football. They're moving up in classification, if you will, as far as the conference next year. So you look at the points per game; it's pretty even. It's with I think it's within a half a point. Mm-hmm. Total yards per game, it's within 50 or 60. As far as points allowed, for all intents and purposes, it's a push. Yeah. These are 2 evenly matched football teams, and there's a lot on the line in this game. The winner needs to not only win, but technically have a signature win because they're up against UTSA. If UTSA runs the table, that's an interesting draw to have UTSA be playing in the Cotton Bowl in their home state, as opposed to everybody's just saying automatically the American Athletic Conference automatically gets the G5 bid. I don't think that's fair. I think you have to earn that. I have a feeling that the team that wins this game is going to technically earn that because they're going to have to put up a big performance. They're going to have to maybe strike early and then just hold off their opponent. I'm going with Tulane in this one. I think Tulane's defense is going to be fired up to redeem themselves. They had a really bad first half last time these two faced off. They haven't forgotten that. I guarantee you they haven't forgotten that. And the coaching staff, no doubt, has that first half in an endless loop reel playing, throughout the locker room and in the weight rooms so that these players can't even try to get away from it. They're going to try to use that as a motivating factor. I like the Green Wave in this one. I really do.
Yeah, when you think about that game, the 38-31 final, UCF won. Plumlee was all over the place. He passed for a touchdown. He ran for 2. If Tulane can find a way to contain him, they don't have to completely stop him because I don't know if that's quite possible. But if you can find a way to contain him to at least limit, maybe even cut that total yardage in half if you would, maybe even by 25%, you have a way better chance of winning this game. If Tulane wins, I think they're in an NY6 bowl. I think they're 11-2. I think they find their way. I think on your whole UTSA kind of conversation, I think you'd want UCF to win this one because that would put them at 10-3, and then you'd have like a UTSA with only the 2 losses. I think that would be the only way that we don't see one of these 2 teams in a bowl like the Cotton Bowl. With that being said, I think we are in for a repeat. I think that we are going to see
Sure.
UCF win again. I think Gus is going to be able to figure this one out. I think as much as they're going to think about and adjust how to stop Plumlee, they're going to find another way to get around it. They are very savvy offensively. They're not afraid to do trick plays. They're not afraid to pull something out of their sleeve and fool the defense, even if that costs a risk. And I think UCF is going to be able to pull out all those stunts. And I think they find a way to win. I think it's very close. Tulane's a 4-point favorite. So I would take UCF in the points here. I think that it's going to be a one-score game, and I think UCF is going to pull this one off.
Just real quickly, I think you basically coined the phrase for this game when you said Plumlee was all over the place.
It was, yeah.
If he's all over the place in a good way, UCF wins. If he's all over the place like he sometimes is in a not good way, then Tulane wins. I think that little phrase, that little sentence, when you said that is the focal point of this game. Now I have to root against Tulane now, because you're right. If Tulane wins, they're going to the Cotton Bowl, and yeah. I don't want to root against this team. I've watched them a bunch of times. I love watching Tulane play, but now I have to.
That's what it looks like on the records to me, and that's even still UCF might still even get it. But regardless, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think will win this American Conference Championship game? Will it be UCF? Will it be Tulane? Do you like their chances at NY6 Bowl if they win this one, depending on who you pick to win this one? And then what are your bold predictions for the rest of college football? Let us know in the comments below. Hit like and subscribe while you're there. And thanks as always for watching SlasherU.